Okay, hey Team Bliss, Karen here. Hope everyone is having a great week so far. So I wanted to delay this call until tonight because we just had our NMD meetings in Toronto this past week. So I wanted to wait until now so that I could update you guys with anything new or any changes or anything that we discussed. Toronto was absolutely friggin' amazing. So I think we've got two people who have goals for NMD, which is Jessica Pickford now, and Brittany Friends. So get your butts in gear and you've got to be there next year. It's just so much fun. And it's awesome because like if anyone has ever worked a corporate job at any meetings or anything like that, usually you're talked to and you don't have any say in the company at all. But Juice Plus is so different. Like we actually have a say at these meetings. We have roundtable discussions and we individually and as a group make changes to the company, the marketing plan, like we have input on conference, like all things like that. So it's really, really awesome. And they treat us like gold. So but first of all, I want to talk about November. So great job, you guys, in the month of November. This time of year, don't fret if you have a dip in your business because it's completely normal because of the time of year. But that goes back up in January as long as you've continue to keep up with your business and plant those seeds. January is a really great year. It's also a really great time to start promoting January shreds. Brittany posted the group in our team page, so click on that link to join the January shred and start promoting that. There's lots of good stories in our stories album on our Team Bliss page, so if you just go to the top, scroll over to albums, under there's a Insta Stories album, and there should be some shred images there. So yeah, take advantage of those. I also have, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I meant to do something before, but I'll get to there after. I have a really great app it's called Repost. I'll just show you guys. So if you can see, like, it looks like that. It's hard to see. It's kind of overexposing it, but it's called Repost. So it's a free app that I downloaded off the App Store, and you can download images and you can download stories for free instead of screenshotting it on your phone and then cropping it. It's awesome. Justina just said that she added a bunch more stories a couple weeks ago to that album too. Awesome. Thank you so much, Justina. So if you guys have created any awesome stories, please share those stories in that album because it makes it so easy for us to upload quick stories to our Instagram and connect that to Facebook. Okay, so what I wanted to actually do first was to give a big congratulations to our November MVPs for the month. So that was Lise Pushy and Carson Gridley. So way to go, you guys, on being our MVPs for the month of November. We're really, really proud of you, and you guys are just setting an example for the rest of our team. So big shout out to you guys. And I'll be announcing December MVPs at the end of the month. So I'm really, really excited for that. So we still have over half the month left, which is awesome. We also had lots of new promotions for the month of November. So we had Carissa Turnin was promoted to DD and is actually working herself well on her way to virtual franchise. So way to go, Carissa. We have Stephanie Kaiser, who was also promoted to DD. So way to go, girl. Keep working your way to virtual franchise and get that bonus. Also, Carson Gridley was promoted to DD in the month of November as well. So way to go, girl. Keep working towards that VF promotion as well. That's an awesome step. And then there was Sarah Archibald. So excuse me if I pronounce your last name wrong. Sarah was promoted to DD in the month of November, and it is actually our most recent virtual franchise. So she fast-tracked a virtual franchise and got that $300 bonus, which is absolutely amazing. And then last but not least, we have two more virtual franchises as well. So we have Christian Razzo and Brett Pickford. So we have two men on our team that got to virtual franchise. So that is super duper exciting. So way to go, guys. So I'm just going to quickly go through kind of what we chatted about at the NMD Summit. Nothing crazy, but there's major changes, as you guys know, for the month of January. So moving into January, we are diving right into our brand new plan. So our brand new marketing plan, there's completely different, well, not all completely different, but we've changed our titles, we've changed our requirements. So I really, really encourage you guys for the month of December to watch the compensation or the marketing plan video changes. You can find it on your virtual office. I should have went and found out where it is. It's, gosh, if anyone knows exactly how to find it. I know if I go on there myself, but I can't on the top of my head walk you through it. If you go to your virtual office.
Go to what's new on your virtual office at the very top bar. It says what's new, and it'll go into phase 1, phase 2. The phase 1 goes through partner all the way to sales coordinator, and phase 2 is sales coordinator all the way up to NMD and above.
Oh, fabulous. Okay, thank you, Brittany. And I believe in there as well is the recorded video that Stephen and Lee did that literally walks you through that marketing plan as well. So you can watch that there. So I'll post this as well on Team Bliss. Actually, Brittany, if you could post how to direct to that, that'd be awesome. But also, I think one, if you could, if everyone could remind their teams and yourself to go through that video so that we can really familiarize ourselves and understand the new marketing plan for come January, that would be amazing. Because we're going to be getting new team members, and it's really important to not refer to our old system because there's no longer virtual franchise, it's QSC. So they're going to be completely confused if you're like, okay, let's get you to VF. They're like, what the heck's VF? Oh, it's equivalent to QSC. They're like, huh? So we want to just dive right into the brand new marketing plan, which means we need to be really familiar with ourselves. And the best way to do that is literally start like you're a brand new DD again and walk yourself through those promotions and marketing plan. Because that is the best way to learn how it all works. So watch that video and let's start January like we're brand new reps and get fully into the game. And start like we're a brand new DD, because even the qualifications are different to remain qualified and all that kind of stuff. So let's really focus ourselves on that for January. But before then, really make sure you watch that video over and over and over and print off those phase 1 and phase 2 sheets that Brittany had mentioned. And, you know, let's work on that. Also at our meetings, we talked about the Juice Plus Effect survey. So that's the one that's going out, that used to go out at like 3.5 months for people to get free gummies for their kids and whatnot. So we looked at, okay, how can we make that actually work, and how can we change it, and how can we re-implement it? So we had some ideas like floating around with that. We're in the middle of completely changing our virtual office, so there's gradual phases where you might see, oh, it looks a little different, oh, that's new. So it's in the middle of that, so this isn't going to be right away, but I had mentioned that, you know, when we get pop-ups on our virtual office, that says you have 10 new customers ready, their orders are ready to ship in the next 10 days, or you have 3 new team members who are close to a promotion. So I mentioned it would be awesome if we could get a pop-up in our virtual office saying, you have 5 customers whose Juice Plus Effect survey needs to be filled out. And you could click on that and resend the email or something so that we're more empowered, because those surveys weren't really being filled out as much as they should to get those free gummies. Because we weren't really in control. We never really knew when head office was emailing them out. So we might switch to something like that, but that'll be in the future. When the virtual office is, you know, gradually changing. So hopefully they implement that. And that's actually something cool that we as NMDs actually have a say in, like just that one idea, we can change the virtual office and what pops up in the system. So we are going to be working towards changes like this in the new year. So if you guys have any ideas that you're like, you know what, I'd love to see this change, I'd love to see that with anything, not to just the virtual office, but business, how we promote events and whatnot, please bring those ideas to me, because I will send those ideas and pass them along to Lee and Stephen. because we do actually have a say. So the next thing we talked about is the information that's put into the startup boxes, because it's pretty wah, wah. So when you sign up a new distributor, they got a startup box and it's pretty like blah. So we looked at, okay, what can we do to amp those up? So we're looking at getting maybe some new pamphlets, something more eye-catching, maybe front loading new reps. So you know how we got VF boxes? We were thinking, well, maybe we should put some swag in a brand new reps box, because if we can get them excited right off the hop and they get maybe like a shaker bottle, a sample, a single serve of the chocolate shake, single serve vanilla, and one of each bar, like they open up a book and then there's a row of samples, because most people order the capsules or gummies to start. But if they get like a fold out book and they've got the samples of the rest of the products and maybe like a shaker bottle and whatnot, then that might get them excited even more right away as a brand new representative, and really make them think, wow, this is such an awesome company. I'm totally going to get to VF. And then we were talking about maybe a virtual franchise. They'll still get some swag, but they'll get a letter with their golden ticket to like conference. So it's like opening a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory bar. They get, I got my golden ticket. I got my free ticket to conference. So anyway, we're just talking about changes like that. That's not anything that's exactly going to happen. But if you guys have any good ideas of how to change the starter kit and how to change the VF box, please pass them along, because we're open to ideas and we really want to make them a lot more exciting than what they are. Then we talked about the Shred 10. So the Shred 10 is actually moving to shredding 10 bad habits. I don't know, Mitra Ray is going to be working on this because it's her baby. I'm not sure if it's going to be 10 days still, or it's going to be shredding 10 habits in 10 days or whatnot, but it's going to be just like the marketing around it is going to turn to shredding 10 bad habits. Just kind of like a shift in thinking, that kind of thing. I think the premise of it is going to stay the same, but it's just going to be revamped. It's going to be more exciting, and just a new way of getting people excited about the program. It's kind of like, you know, when you rebrand something, it just gets the excitement going again. So there's going to be just some changes to that are going to be really exciting. There might be an effect survey type thing to follow up with your customers on that. And I think it's also going to help them get through the 4 months as well, not just, you know, that 10 days, but help them get past that. So we'll see what they do with that. I'm not sure when that's going to be finished, but that was something that they brought up. Also, we got to watch a really awesome video on getting to the first level in the business. So, gosh, I should know this better, but how to get to, can't remember what DD is changed to, DD, and then QSC would be VF, and it really laid it out so simple. So you know, when we tried to explain like the 2,500 points in 30 days, this video explains exactly how to get there with the new system, and really simply, like, so anyone can understand. So we're gonna have new videos on the levels, which is gonna be really, really amazing. I'm just reading what Justina said. That would be so amazing with Tower customers to partner. Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, Partner Plus. That's right. That's DD Partner Plus, I believe. And then, so the new videos, that's going to make our lives a lot easier. So if someone's like, okay, what are the requirements for this level? There'll be easy laid out videos for that. Then we talked about brave leaders. So you must be a QSSC for that. The NMDs must submit team names for those who want to participate. But here's the thing. We, as NMDs in Canada, decided not to do the Brave Leaders program this year in 2020 in Canada. So for those of you who don't know, the Brave Leaders program is a Brene Brown program. It is an amazing program. Don't fret, we're going to figure out something that we can do to fill the void. But the reason being, there's been lots of changes around it. And the person that is guiding this program and with the groups I mean, I don't know how to say this nicely. She was kind of doing a little bit of shaming and not making people feel very good, which is not our vibe as a company. Like, let's say you didn't hop on a call or whatever it was. We just weren't really resonating with it. So we wanted to know, okay, like, how is this change going to affect us in Canada and our team and the way our vibe is here? So we decide, okay, we're going to let the US, there's a lot of stuff going on in the US right now. Thank goodness that we're where we are in Canada. We're going to let them roll that all out, and we're going to figure out how to fill that void for us in Canada in 2020. So we are not going through with that program. We'll get back to it somehow, but we're figuring out how can we implement this in Canada that goes along with our vibe here. So, miscellaneous items for 2020, cart sharing. So, moving into 2020, at some point, there's a couple people who are testing this right now. Alyssa Harriman is one, and Jen Brennan is another. Cart sharing is we will fill like the cart with people's orders, but then we'll share that cart with our customer because they will have to edit their or enter their credit card information. So just because of like privacy and sharing credit card numbers and whatnot. So that is being tested right now. It's working for Alyssa really well. For Jen, she's had some glitches, but that's why they're doing the test pilot with them. They're fully into doing this in the UK right now. So if you have any UK customers and it might pop up cart sharing, that's what that's all about. So if something's going glitchy with that, just let me know, and I can get you in touch with head office and they can help you out with that. So yeah, I guess head office will update that on when that'll be rolling through for us. The only thing is we really need to make sure our customers actually enter their information, because then we no longer have a control of entering the order right away. Because if the customer gives us their information, their credit card, we can enter it right then and there. But if we enter the information and then cart share with them, we have to wait for them to enter their credit card, right? And they might be like, oh, shoot, sorry, I'll do it tomorrow. Or shoot, sorry, I'll do it tomorrow, right? So we have to figure out, okay, how are we really going to make this, like make people actually do it? Like maybe the cart will have to expire or whatnot, but anyway, that was just a miscellaneous item. Also, we're going to be doing QSC kit updates. So QSC is virtual franchise. So whenever team gets to that level, you know, what are they going to get in that kit? And I just talked about that before. We might start front loading brand new reps and then changing the DF kit a bit. So just talking about how we can update that, how we can make it exciting for those representatives. So again, if you have any ideas, please pass those along. Also, we didn't really talk much about the Tower Garden home, so I don't really have much updates on that. Those are the smaller Tower Gardens. We did talk about the VF kit. Again, I've got more notes here, making it on-trend, youthful. Okay, so Lyft. We briefly talked about Lyft. So we may or may not launch this in North America. At conference in Phoenix, we should have the opportunity to get it there. I think if you're an SC or above, I think you'd be able to get a sleeve or two or something like that. But we still have not decided if we're actually going to take this on and launch it in North America. It's a big thing in the UK because they're all about like weight loss and everything and whatnot, and we're just not sure if it really where it fits with us here. Some people love it. Some people weren't a fan of the taste. I like the taste. I was able to try some. I think some of you guys were able to as well. So we're not sure. So don't get super excited about Lyft because we're not really sure on it yet. And I don't know when we'll hear about that. Also, I was chatting at a table with Larry Barnes. So he's one of the big NMDs, wonderful man. He's in his 70s. He was talking about, okay, moving into the new year, that we really need to surrender to this system. So whenever people start the business, the Juice Plus business, and sometimes we see people trying their own way, doing their own thing, but they're not successful. So we really need to work hard whenever we start a brand new representative is to get them to trust us and trust the system because it works. So try not reinvent the wheel. You really have to, like, even just say, like, are you ready to surrender to the system? Like, there's a reason why our system is laid out, is because it works. So we're really fortunate with Team Synergy that we've got our system entirely laid out. So just really let your rep know, you know, like, just to trust you and that the system works, and just to follow through with it and surrender to the system. And even ourselves with our brand new marketing plan in 2020, we ourselves have to surrender to the system. I know changes sometimes are hard, but changes are good. And if we follow this new marketing plan, we will be really successful, and our paychecks are just going to be that much more happy. So surrender to the system. So live right into this business, he also said. I mean, he's been doing this business since the beginning, and he said it's not even like work. It's like almost like going to the gym every day. Once you make it a habit, it's like if you miss it, you've missed part of your day. And his business, he just lives into his business. Everything that he does during the day is just comes naturally. He just does the business naturally. When he meets someone in a coffee shop or skiing on the ski hill or wherever, he just lives his business every day. So if we do that in 2020, we'll be much happier as a representative, and our businesses will also be much happier. If you want to hang out with your friends, invite them and, you know, create a wine and wellness event or a shopping event or whatever it may be. So really live into your business and have fun with it. Feedback from this past year was we're wanting to improve the monthly online Zoom. So we haven't really promoted this that much. So there's Team Synergy or Team Bliss. So every single month there's actually an online Zoom. So it's open to the public, open to invite to. So it's another avenue to prospect basically and add value to your prospects, customers, representatives. So these online Zooms are once a month. I'm post them as an event in Team Synergy as well as the TSC page. And but what we were saying was, okay, well, how can we utilize these effectively? So Teresa, one of the Saskatchewan NMDs, she actually gets people to get together and makes them an event in her house once a month. So she'll invite people. She'll still have an event, whether it's a salad in a jar, protein balls, wine and wellness, but she'll work it around the Zoom. So instead of maybe doing the presentation, she'll stream that Zoom onto her TV. So you can just go on your phone, and if you have your phone connected to the TV or if you're on a laptop, she'll stream it to there. And so it's half an hour max, as always. And that's an event. And then people just watch it. It's either a list of the nutritionists going through things, or Sandy did an amazing one. It's really a value added thing. So if you do an event around that, it'll be awesome. But she does something on top of it, so you're not like, hey, come over and watch a Zoom on my TV. You know, you have to give something extra to it. So just like we do for any in-home event. So protein balls, salad and jar, whatever. So Brittany, I really hope they bring Lift to Canada. I don't think it needs to be promoted as a weight loss deal. Yeah, it's that extra boost of energy you maybe need midday or when you've been up all damn night with a little shit of a kid. Yep. So yeah, that's what Cindy and I were actually talking about, that it's like a value added product for those people, especially moms who just need a lift, like they need an extra boost. Or you're going to the gym and you're dragging your ass there and you're like, oh my gosh, most people go for that cup of coffee, or worse, those energy drinks, and they're terrible. They're so bad for you. They're so unhealthy. So yeah, Lift is another way that you can get a healthy energy boost. So I hope so too, Brittany. But we'll see what they say. I don't know how much of a say we have that as NMDs, but maybe we can rally together and see how many really want to bring it here. So we'll see. Yeah, we talked about the online regional, which worked amazing. So we're going to be doing more of the online regionals, like pajama regionals for sure. Kind of making it a team event, which is an amazing bonding event. Angela, what is Lift? Okay, sorry. Lift is, it's a natural energy boost. So you can, it's like, what are those things called, pre-workout?
It's like B12.
Yeah, I guess it's
A ton of B12 basically, and it's same thing as all the rest of our products. It's all whole fruits and vegetables, but it's like a pre-workout in a sense. Like it's
I think it's
like this little
guarana
round
in it.
packet.
Yeah, guarana,
Yeah.
beetroot or something, and a bunch of things that
Yeah,
give you like
was in it.
a natural lift, a natural boost, natural like it's like it
It's
would be like a
it's
caffeine
basically
hit
to
without caffeine.
replace. Yeah, it's
Oh,
like to
yerba
replace your.
mate. It has yerba mate in it, which is, I mean, Angela, you probably know about the health benefits of that kind of stuff way more than any of us. But it's got those natural energy products, and yerba mate, I think, it has lots of health benefits too. So, yeah, just Juice Plus's healthy version of giving yourself like probably almost like a caffeine kick without being bad for you.
Yeah, it's basically like that pre-workout or you're an energy
Yeah,
drink, just that
yeah,
extra
yeah.
boost that you need.
Yeah, so it comes in this little circle. Like honestly, it looks like a condom packet. Like I think maybe they do that on purpose because it's called Lift. But yeah, you rip it open, you put it in some water, shake it up, and then you drink it.
Okay, thanks.
It's like light tasting. It's not like it's like a watered down, like vitamin water kind of thing.
It's like Crystal Light.
Yeah, it's water. It's like
really
not,
watered down.
yeah, watered down. Yeah. Yeah, and then we talked about building up regional event experience and also feeding into Spring Conference and Canada Live. And yeah, just talked about regionals and how to make them more powerful and exciting and not so boring, if some of them can be boring, but honestly, everyone that is organized by Team Synergy, I love. So yeah, we just kind of talked about that a little bit. And then we talked about Canadian Conference. So this is really exciting, I think, for a lot of us. So this is not to really be repeated, but I think that we're going to be having Canadian Conference back in Calgary again. So we'll be able to get a lot of our team, because a lot of our team is Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta. So we had lots of team out there last year. Like if we can double that, I think we had like 22 team members, 23. If we could double that or more, like how amazing would that be? It's affordable to get to. We can all do the Airbnb again. It would just be amazing. Yeah, Brittany, I'm so excited. So it's not set in stone, but it's looking that way. And there's a few reasons for that based on cost, based on availability, based on dates. So because they looked out, like the original idea was to go east, west, but they looked at places out east and either we were too big for some of the smaller venues and we were way too small for some of the big venues. And the prices were astronomical. So literally Calgary was their best bet, price-wise, budget-wise, size-wise. And holding it out here, maybe even for the next couple years, is a way that we as an entire country can build this Canadian Live to big enough so that we can move it to other provinces and increase our budgets and whatnot. So we talked about different ways that, like, they went way over budget. Like way over budget. So we're trying to figure out, okay, how can we make this work and stick within budget? So we as NMDs even said, increase the price a little bit. Like we will pay for it. People will pay, even if it's increased like 25 bucks. It's not a heck of a lot, but people will pay for it for the experience and the content. And all the feedback from Canadian Conference for every NMD in the room was amazing. Everybody loved it. Because of what about Edmonton? I don't know, Brittany. I don't see why not. I think maybe because Calgary is a little bit more trendy and it's close to like the mountains. So if people want an experience, then they can go to Banff, Jasper, that kind of thing. So I think the location wise for that, for people flying in potentially, I don't know. I don't know if anyone even brought up Edmonton, but it would be nice. Yeah, so feedback was amazing. It was real Canadian vibe. So we just talked about how we can improve it and what we can do to change it and just things we could add to it. So if you guys have any ideas that you would like to see changed or added to Canadian Conference, pass them along to me. I will get those to head office, because we do have a say. So we even talked about things like making the entrance like were a lot easier to find. Where is registration, where is conference, amping up registration, because it was, some of us, like, depending on when you arrived, it was kind of like wah wah. Like, if you've ever gone to an American conference, it's like, it's fun, it's exciting, it gets people pumped up right at registration before you even get anywhere else. If you're a first time attendee, it's like, first time attendee, like, woo! Like, it's really live and energetic. So we talked about getting that more energetic. Also more stuff in like the space outside of conference. So there was a selfie wall, but nobody knew where it was because the way the room was designed, it was like down the stairs somewhere. So we talked about you need that up front and center. We talked about having a table with props and whatnot, maybe renting a photo booth, because that gets people excited. So just like little things like that. If you have any ideas like that, you know, pass those along. Down to recognition. We felt that people were very under-recognized at conference. So we felt that the super builders should have been recognized way more than they were, not just getting up on stage and sharing what they learned, but they should have been recognized at the Legacy Awards big time. So they missed the boat on that. Also, Lindsay White reached NM39 Club, and she got hardly any recognition, which she was apologized to. I think they were just overwhelmed with conference and organizing it, but that was a big thing missed. So we also talked about other club recognitions and whatnot, so really focusing a lot on recognition, because that is what we're known for as Canada. And we felt at a conference that we kind of missed the boat on a lot of opportunities there. So more recognition. We also talked about having energy breaks. So you know how we didn't really have many breaks at conference except for lunch. So we talked about, you know, we need someone there who's going to be really keeping the high energy. So maybe after every talk or couple talks, like having like a quick bio break where someone's like getting you on your feet, allows people to go and go to the bathroom and whatnot for like 5 minutes and then get right back in, because that lets your brain like just like stop and just relax, so that come the next talk you can get back in and actually focus and reabsorb the information, because our brains can only take so much. So we talked about having energy breaks. Yeah, so things like that. So again, any ideas, please send them my way and we'll pass them along. But that's about it. If anyone has any questions or anything to add, go ahead. Or if I missed any promotions, let me know. That's about it.
I'm doing a startup meeting tomorrow, and I am so nervous about this new stuff. It's not even funny.
I know. Are you going through the new way? Because I guess
I don't know. What should I do? Like, I have two girls that obviously want to push for QSC.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You know what? It's a transition phase right now. So if they're starting now, you can
do it the old way. Tell me to do it the old way.
Oh yeah, you can still do it the old way, because it's going to be a transition time for people doing it now. It's not like let's say it's December, their VF is, or QSC is December 15th to January 15th. They're going to let them do it the old way.
Okay.
For sure.
Or
if they don't get it the old way, they'll let them roll into the new way, which is 60 days.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Except you need a bit. Oh, I think you need a few more orders though.
It's 14.
You need 14 orders.
Yeah, so just a few more orders. So, but you have 60 days. So you can have the best of both worlds right now, because you could either try the old way or roll into the new way.
And when does Super Builder stop?
We're still going through a Super Builder. I don't think we talked about a time when that stops. I'll find out though, because I thought
January 31st.
Yeah, but I think we were talking about maybe pushing past that, but I'll find out.
Because what qualifies as Super Builder then? Is it QSC?
Yeah, QSCs then.
Oh,
you know what? I'm gonna write that down, because that's a really good question. Is the criteria remain the same, like getting 5 QSCs, or okay? I'll just jot that down.
So with rolling into the new system, does Carissa fall into the 60-day line then?
She should. I wouldn't see why not. It is a transition period, so there's going to be
because that would be January 4th. It would be January 14th or 12th then.
Still push for it. Still push for it. Yeah, still push for it, because there's going to be a gray area. They have to do it that way. I'm sure.
Okay.
I can
Let her know that. So that
I will check into that.
yeah, because I don't want her to miss out on the bonus. If we can do that, then we'll roll that out then.
Yeah, for sure. I'll check on it.
Okay.
We have 2 minutes left, so if who else has any questions, we'll try and get them into this Zoom. Otherwise, it's going to shut down.
So we'll be able to get lift in Phoenix then?
I think so, yeah. So we'll
Yes.
talk as a team, like really promoting our next events, like Phoenix for sure. We better let's start promoting Phoenix now because that's in, when is it? Is it March or April? I'll find the dates. I'll post
It
it.
is literally when
March.
we were supposed to go to Mexico.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you guys need to reach NMD for that. Okay.
Oh shit, it just disappeared. God damn it. My
We
brain.
have less than a minute.
Oh, where did it?
If you
I
can.
can't remember now.
Okay, message me.
I
if
will.
you remember.
Oh, they gonna do anything about the gummies, the individual package gummies? Are they gonna devise a plan as to how we can get French on them?
Oh. Okay, let me ask. French on them.
Because honestly, they'd be a sellout. Like I know so many people who would buy those,
I know. So
myself
far,
included.
yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to get them here. They still are kind of meh, but I'll ask.
Well, every Canadian when they go to conference comes back with a box of them.
I know, it would be nice.
In the bottom of your suitcase. They unpacked my suitcase at the airport and I made
Oh
them
my
repack it because I had to sit on it to close it.
That's funny. Okay, we might be kicked off, so
Okay.
if anyone has any extra
Okay.
questions, like send them my way if we get kicked off, which we will in like any second.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Sorry.